Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you joined me here today again. Thank you so much for being part of this family. I'm really excited to talk to you guys and share my knowledge and to also hear from you guys. So please, before I go anywhere, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and add your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for your contribution. So let's delve right deep into it. Oftentimes when we have ideas, it dies because we do not take action. So really I can't say that in a nicer way, but it is really important for us to take action so that our ideas come to life. I know you have a great idea that you've been thinking about that you can also make reality, so I hope you can get some useful tips from what I'll be sharing today. The first tip that I'd like to share with you is write things down. The second tip that I'd like to share with you is do your research. Start searching for information about the idea you're trying to implement. The third tip that I'd like to share with you is put an action plan or structure in place to help you take action towards the goals you're trying to achieve. The fourth thing that I would like to encourage you to do is to surround yourself with people who are working on similar goals, who can also help you and give you inspiration and give you ideas for the things that you're working on. The fifth tip that I would like to share with you is get training, get information, get knowledge, get formal training for those big things that you're trying to do. A lot of times we do not implement our goals or ideas because we do not have the knowledge. We do not know where to start. And I have found that once you get training in an area, it's easier for you to implement. So these are some 5 things that I do when I have any new ideas or when I have any big goals that I'm working towards. I did this while I started my business, so I'll walk you through that process. So sharing a little of my story. While I started thinking about how to structure my business and look at different things, it was very important to me to also do some research on other coaching and consulting businesses out there that were targeting women and were working towards helping women achieve their goals. There are many of them out there. I knew my flavor would be different because of the expertise and the focus that I bring, but I definitely wanted to see what others were doing out there to serve as inspiration for some of the things that I was thinking of doing. The first thing that I did was to start writing down what I wanted. So I knew I wanted to be able to do one-on-one coaching. I knew I wanted to build communities of women. And my ideas were very high level at that point. I did not have the details yet, but it was important for me to write it down. And really I took a Google Keep note and I added my high level ideas. After I wrote things down, I started doing my research. I did online searches on other coaching businesses. I spoke to others who were coaching. I made sure that I did enough research to feel like I knew enough about the topic to start building my action plan. Moving to the third step, I started building an action plan to make sure that I could take action one step at a time and still be able to see progress as I went through the process of discovering what I wanted to do. And I documented some of the steps that I knew I wanted to go through. For example, I knew I needed to do some research on what the organizational form should be. I needed to do some research on what I needed to do from a tax perspective. So those are things that you can find information on. I did that research for myself. And I also did some research on pricing, on different tips and tricks that other people use to talk about the different pricing models that they have. I did some research on different topics that I can focus on to make my own coaching business successful. There were many other topics that I researched. I just wanted to give you a small insight into how I approached it. After I put some structure in place, after I created my action plan, I started going to events. I went to events for about a year, like once every month at least. I went to events where other female founders were speaking. I went to events where other coaches were. I went to events that helped me expand my perspective and expand the way I was thinking about what I was trying to build. Through these events, I was able to build a community of women that I could reach out to when I had questions while I worked through my business. After building my community, the next thing that I focused on was getting formal training. So I started looking for people who could teach me some of the skills that I was missing. I started looking for people who could help me from a business perspective. I got a few mentors who were helping and coaching me through building my own business, because I wanted to make sure that I did it right. And since it was the first time that I was doing it, it was really important for me to gather all the input that I could. So I actually got a lot of input and support from others. I hope my story helped you, and I hope that you are able to now take steps with the 5 tips that I shared to make your ideas reality. Thank you so much for watching my video, but please, before you go, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with all the great women in your network. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.